What's up, YouTube? Devil's Details Diecast back here with a unique restoration today. This is a Buddy L cab over Mack truck. Actually found this at a flea market yesterday for $1. After some extensive research online, I realized that this code red sticker, surprisingly on both sides, is not accurate, at least as far as I could find. This casting is actually the cab for a dump truck and has the standard Buddy L stickers, as you can see in this screenshot here. This whole front was chromed. As you can see, some remnants there, and over the years has worn off. This is a 1980 casting. You can tell it's got a lot of play wear on it, a lot of dirt. Looks like it's held in by a screw right there, which is heavily rusted, so hopefully we can get that off. And possibly a screw right there. Actually, now that I can see it in the camera, there is a screw there, so hopefully we can get that apart as well. So we are going to resto this as close as possible. I am working on new decals for it to replace the code red decals here that are not supposed to be on it. We'll rechrome the front. We'll rechrome the stack here. We will not be adding the dump bed on it, only because they don't make replications of those, and to buy one on eBay is to basically buy the whole truck, and I'm not going to buy a whole truck to take the bed off to then have another cab over without a dump bed. So I'm just going to resto it as it is, and if maybe someday I come across one that's all mashed up in the front and has a good bed, then maybe we'll do that. But hey, for $1, I'll take a challenge. It's a pretty decent size, say to a 1/64 scale car. So it's a bigger size, which will be fun. And yeah, let's get on to the restoration. Okay, so we got the Buddy L apart here. As you can tell, we had a bit of a rough time on the back screw. Ended up having to use all sorts of Dremel tools to get that screw out, but no major damage. We'll go ahead and get that all filed and cleaned up. As you can see, severely rusted, severely dirty. And as with any tin toy, everything is kind of folded over and tabbed. So I'm going to go ahead and get all those tabs undone off camera so I can make sure I'm doing a good job and not overbending the steel. And then we're going to give everything a dip in the mean green cleaner and degreaser in our Dunkin' Ice coffee cup. And then, of course, we'll strip the paint on the cab. And depending, actually, we probably won't strip the paint on this. We'll clean it up and then just give it a new coat of black. This is plastic. These are plastic. So hopefully in the degreaser, these will come nice and clean. We'll give them a good scrub. If we have to, I don't want to have to take these off, because I'm assuming that'll be a royal pain. But if we have to, we'll try to put these in Lime Away and see if this rust doesn't come clean out of the degreaser. So in those go for maybe a day soak. And I will go ahead and get the cab disassembled. And into the citrus strip. So stick around. Here's everything out of the degreaser, the simple green or whatever it's called, mean green. And then I scrubbed it down with a toothbrush and some soapy water. Not too shabby. Of course, this is going to be painted black and chromed. I didn't realize this was actually clear amber glass. I thought it was black, which is kind of cool. It's in really good shape. Going to hit it with a little bit of maybe 1200 grit just to get some of the scuffs out, and then dunk it in the pledge. Smokestack, it's going to be painted black and chromed. Base is pretty good. A little bit of rust, probably kind of hard to see, but you can kind of see it where the axles were. I may just give this a spray of black. Again, it's plastic, so maybe just a spray of semi-gloss black. I don't know yet. What I'm doing on the axles here, as you can see, I've done these two already. Just kind of hitting them with the wire wheel on the Dremel. The degreaser kind of loosened up some of the rust. You can see the difference here. You get some more light here. Much better once you hit them with the wire wheel and some 800 grit sandpaper. So cleaning those up right now. I did hit this with the wire wheel here as well. I don't have any Lime Away, I discovered. So I don't know. I may just clean this up as much as I can with the wire wheel. Get all the loose rust off, and then hit it with some black primer, and then some black gloss paint. I mean, it's not like it's going to be outside and get rusty again. I'll see how much I can clean it up. It seems to be getting pretty clean here with the wire wheel, and I don't think I'll have a problem with it. So I don't come across many rusty cars, so to go out and grab some Lime Away right now is not really in the budget. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll test it out. I know soda, Coca-Cola can probably get rid of this too. I'll look online for a couple of remedies, maybe to get the rust off too. But that's where we're at right now. The cab is still in the citrus strip. I'll probably leave that until tomorrow just to make sure I get a good paint removal on that, and we'll catch you up then. So here's how the base came out. It's still kind of rough, but way better than it was. I don't think we'll have any problems once we primer it and paint it black. There's the cab with the newly chromed stack, clean tires. What I did was I basically just dipped all the plastic parts in Pledge. And they look nice and clean and shiny. And we're almost ready to reassemble, so stick around. And here we have it, folks. The finished, restored Buddy L red cab over mystery truck, as I'm calling it. I was never really able to find... Sorry, it's a little heavy for the turntable. I was never really able to find out what this belonged to. At first I thought it was to the dump truck, but then I realized that this back piece didn't belong to the dump truck body. And I could not find another red cab over that had yellow wheels. So, big mystery on this one. So what I decided to do was just put the generic Buddy L logo on it, and the Mac on the front. One thing about these Buddy L cabs is they did have a lot of detail in the casting as far as like little boxes and door handles. Let me just take it off this thing because it's not really working. Which all the logos did cover up, which I was kind of bummed about, but that's the way the logos worked, so I just left it the way it was. If it was my choice, I would have just not put a logo on it at all, because it does cover up some of the casting. But all in all, not too bad of a restore here. The decals are a little rough, but I kind of like it. It looks a little bit aged, but still nice and clean and way better than it was. It was fun bringing back a toy from the 80s. Being a kid of the 80s brought back some memories, and it'll look cool on my shelf and look a lot better than it did when I brought it in. So if anybody is a Buddy L aficionado, I challenge you to find out what this was. It's not a Coca-Cola rig. It's not a Code Red as I originally thought, because again, the Code Red trucks did not have yellow tires, neither did the Coca-Cola rigs. The only one that I found with yellow tires, yellow rims I should say, was the dump trucks, but this is not a dump truck fixture. This is the trailer fixture. So unless somebody back in the day decided to switch over this base on their own, which they could have done, or maybe change the wheels out, I have no idea. Again, I found it at the flea market, so it was a mystery to me, but I think it looks cool the way it is, and I had fun doing it, and I hope you had fun watching it as well. So until the next one, see you next time. Be well.